Huge news for Microsoft today, my friends. They just acquired a pretty big company. Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today, we are talking about some brand new news that just dropped, some crazy stuff. But first, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to drop a like, subscribe. If you guys are new, we do a variety of gaming content, gaming news like this one, gaming let's plays and, gameplays, different things like that. So keep it locked on the channel and check out all the social links down in the description below. So Microsoft has acquired ZeniMax Media, who is the parent company of Bethesda Softworks. So essentially what that means is that Microsoft now owns Bethesda, meaning they own titles like Doom, Fallout, Skyrim, etc. There's a bunch of big titles from Bethesda that Microsoft now owns. They acquired ZeniMax Media, if I'm even pronouncing that right, for $7.5 billion. Not million, billion. $7.5 billion, which is 3 times what Microsoft paid for Minecraft, which is Mojang Studios. So of course, again, if you weren't aware, Microsoft owns Minecraft. They have for a while, which Minecraft is still on various platforms. A lot of people are thinking that this acquisition means that all these Bethesda titles are going to become exclusive to Xbox, and that's not necessarily what it means at all. I don't think that's what it means. We'll get into that a little bit more in just a second. But what's interesting to note really quick is that Bethesda and Obsidian are now sister studios, because recently, or previously, Microsoft had also acquired Obsidian, which means that there is now a possibility for Fallout Vegas 2 to happen. Pretty interesting stuff. It's also worth noting that, interestingly enough, Microsoft will basically be now releasing 2 timed exclusives for the PS5, which is kind of funny to think of, because there are 2 Bethesda timed exclusives that are coming to PS5, which I believe is Ghostwire and Deathloop, if I remember right. Anyway, so all Bethesda games are going to be on Game Pass day 1. So that, I think, is the biggest key note to this acquisition, because obviously Microsoft's biggest thing is Game Pass. They want more games in Game Pass. They want to push Game Pass and sell it as much as they can. That is their biggest thing. So that's one of the reasons why I don't think that these games are going to become exclusive to Xbox. And there's other games that are that Microsoft owns that have seen releases on other platforms, whether it was the Nintendo Switch or the PS4, such as Cuphead, the Ori games, New Super Lucky's Tale. Obviously, Minecraft is a huge one. Like, Minecraft is huge. Some people want to say Minecraft's just like a little indie game. Maybe it was back in the day, but Minecraft is a mega house now. It is one of the most popular games, and Microsoft didn't make that exclusive. Now, why? One of the things you got to keep in mind is if Microsoft owns these games, they're the ones publishing these games, they're getting a cut of these games. So obviously, even if they sell them on PS5 or PS4 or the Switch or other platforms outside Windows 10 and Xbox, they're still making money because they own these IPs now, right? So it's the same reason with Minecraft and like I said, the Ori games and Cuphead. I mean, they're making money off of studios that they own publishing these games on other platforms still. So that's a big thing. So the two things is like they're still going to be making money, and like I said, they want the biggest thing of this acquisition is obviously to be able to include these games day one on Game Pass. So they're actually the ones that are publishing these games. They're getting a percentage of this, of the cut. So yeah, those are 2 big things, and I don't think Microsoft's going to make these games exclusive. I think there's going to be maybe certain games that will become timed exclusives, or maybe there's certain games that will be exclusive, but for the most part, I still think like Skyrim is probably going to be on all the platforms. I think it's going to come to PC and PS5 and Xbox Series X and Series S. I don't think it's going to be just on Xbox and Windows 10 or whatever. So I don't think I don't think you guys should worry about that. And like Xbox lately, especially, they're not really ones to make exclusivities. What am I saying? They're not ones to really push exclusives that much, besides of some of their core games like Gears and Halo and stuff. But like for acquiring third-party studios and making those exclusive, I don't see happening. It's even to the point where I seen on Twitter the other day, Xbox was actually encouraging people that if they feel like they need that PS5 is the best choice for them, that's fine, and that if they want, hey, there's also Game Pass on PC if they plan to pick that up. So Game Pass is always the biggest thing that they're kind of pushing pushing. Like I said, that's their biggest thing, and I really don't see them making any of these big Bethesda titles exclusive to Xbox, like Skyrim and Fallout and, you know, etc, etc. So I don't think that there's anything to worry about that. So there's actually 3 different articles that was posted by 3 different people. So one of them is from Phil Spencer, one of them is from Todd Howard of Bethesda, and one of them is from Pete Hines of Bethesda. So I'm gonna show you guys a snippet of each one because there's some key parts that I wanted to show you guys. But if you want to read the whole thing, I'll link them all down in the description below because they are quite lengthy, you know, a few paragraphs each. So first from Phil Spencer, he says, "We will be adding Bethesda's iconic franchises to Xbox Game Pass for console and PC. One of the things that has me most excited is seeing the roadmap with Bethesda's future games, some announced and many unannounced, to Xbox, console, and PC, including Starfield, the highly anticipated new space epic currently in development by Bethesda Game Studio." So again, the biggest thing is Game Pass. They want to push Game Pass. That's the biggest thing. Adding all these Bethesda titles to Game Pass adds even more value to Game Pass. And again, you know, if people do buy a PS5, you do still have Game Pass on PC as well, or there's the cheaper Xbox Series S that you can get into the Xbox family as well. With there's many different options. And like I said, Microsoft, their biggest thing right now is Game Pass. There's this generation doesn't seem like they're trying to sell you a console. They're trying to sell you Game Pass. So that's one of the biggest things to keep in mind. So let's go over to Pete Hines. So what Pete Hines had to say, a little snippet. There's again a full blog post you guys could read. He says, "So why the change? Because it allows us to make even better games going forward. Microsoft is an incredible partner and offers access to resources that will make us a better publisher and developer. We believe that means better games for you to play. Simply put, we believe that change is an important part of getting better. We believe in pushing ourselves to be better, to innovate, to grow." So again, that's kind of a little bit of you know, a snippet on why the change. Kind of maybe answers you a quick question on you know, why Bethesda side of things, you know, why they decided to go with this deal. So now from Todd Howard, we got a little snippet as well. So he says, "Like our original partnership, because they had a partnership years ago, this one is about more than one system or one screen." So that's one thing you got to keep in mind what he's saying. More than one system or one screen. "We share a deep belief in the fundamental power of games, in their ability to connect, empower, and bring joy, and a belief we should bring that to everyone, regardless of who you are, where you live, or what you play on. Regardless of the screen size, the controller, or your ability to even use one. We can't think of a better group of people to do that with than those at Xbox. We have friendships that go back to those original days, from Phil to his senior leaders to developer support. They don't just talk about putting players first, they passionately live it." So again, directly from Todd Howard himself of Bethesda Game Studios. He's also saying that, you know, both of their visions, Bethesda's visions and Microsoft's visions, which again you could see in the way, you know, Microsoft, Xbox have been talking for the longest time. Phil Spencer, everyone at Xbox, the faces of Xbox, this is how they've been talking for the longest time, is that their biggest thing is just, you know, uniting gamers, right? Xbox, Microsoft were the first one to jump into the crossplay realm of things before Sony did. You got to keep that in mind. If Sony had acquired Bethesda, then we might have a different conversation here, and I might say, yeah, maybe Sony are going to make these games, you know, exclusive to their console. Maybe there's a more likelihood of that. But because this is Microsoft and just kind of their vision for, you know, what they're trying to do and just what they're about, I don't think that's the route they're going to go. Again, maybe they'll have timed exclusives, but I really don't see them making, you know, the big titles like Skyrim or Fallout or, you know, whatever else. I don't see those games becoming you know, exclusives. Maybe timed exclusives, but even then I don't see it happening. I think Elder Scrolls 6 is still going to launch on PS5 as well, whenever that comes out. You know, I think, did they say a rough release date? I think it was like 2020 something, 2022. I can't remember. Maybe they didn't give a date. I thought they had given a year at least, but maybe not. Anyway, so I don't think that's going to happen. And the language that they're using in all these different blog posts as well kind of seems to hint at that as well, that this is more than just, you know, having more exclusive games for your console. Like I said, Microsoft's not trying to sell consoles this generation. Obviously, they want to sell consoles, but they're trying to sell Game Pass. Game Pass is where they're going to make money. They make a loss on consoles either way, right? So Game Pass is the biggest thing they're pushing, whether you're on PC, you're on Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. So Series S, Series X, One S. there's a lot of S's and X's in there, and all that good stuff. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Again, I see a lot of people freaking out and saying like, oh, you know, there's different things. There's some people that are scared this is going to mean that, you know, these games are going to become exclusive. Then you see like people that are just huge fanboys on Xbox's side of things saying, you know, PlayStation users, you guys don't get to play these games. Console wars are stupid. Even Microsoft thinks console wars are stupid. Everybody's about the you know, just gamers uniting, you know, everybody enjoying games, you know, and that's a clear message from both Microsoft and Bethesda here. So stop the console wars. We're all going to enjoy games. Doesn't matter where you play, whether it's PC, whether it's Xbox, Series X, Series S, One S, PS5, PS4, whatever. We're all just going to enjoy these games and all that good stuff. So don't worry. I don't think that's what it means, but hopefully they, you know, clarify some things at a later date. If they do, I'll let you guys know here on the channel. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, guys, and you'll see you guys very soon. Another one. Until then, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.